everyone, and welcome to our game of the week. The energy today just feels different in here. We've been building toward this game. This is one both teams have had circled the schedule since the start of the season. This one will be fair caught. Folks, it is time now for our game of the week, and we can't wait. Tremendous anticipation all across the college football landscape for this matchup. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Wow, what a rough way to start this football game for these guys. Already kind of in a hole inside their own 20. In their first play, they give up a sack, and now they're going in the wrong direction, getting a little closer to their own goal line.
Short loss on the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18.
Let's go.
Offense looking to throw the ball. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. And remember, the last time these rivals met, Kirk, these guys dropped the hammer. It got ugly.
And, Chris, don't underestimate the mental anguish that can put on a team. It's important that this defense plays well and tries to get the ball back to their own offense to give them a chance to build their confidence up.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And that sets up a return. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Quarterback still with the football. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense, but they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we can see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
We're going to pass here on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills in summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Offense on the field to take over. On first down, it's play action. The short completion of the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Makes a quick grab. This offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Because sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
Rush set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Launches downfield. And it's incomplete because he just overthrew his receiver that time.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
We'll look to throw it here on second down. The ball is caught, and he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
It's a good thing they pick up the first down here, because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, it doesn't matter. Nice first down.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Looking to throw yet again. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Chris, you know how it goes in football. When it works out well for the offensive coordinator on third and long on a run play, he's a genius. And if it didn't, of course, everybody on social media will be saying that he needs to be fired and it's too conservative of a call. Wonder what they'll do on that next third down.
Heads up, the offense now operating in the red zone. First down, looking to throw the ball. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Boy, after a huge gain on the ground, they come back and throw the football, and the quarterback's on his back. The offensive line's got to do a good job of not just with the run blocking, but taking care of their quarterback and giving him a chance to throw the ball.
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
11th play of this marathon drive, but it's 3rd and long now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Kick is up and no good. And with that miss, the score remains the same.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And here comes the offense back out on the field now. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Here's the 2nd down play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And the pass is hauled in over the middle. He stopped him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. He dumps it off to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Again, he makes it 2nd and medium. And here's the handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Success the formation is third down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got a man down the middle. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball to 22. They attack the deep middle of this defense, come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play as the result.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quarterback drops back, probing the second down. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain, second and 8. There's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. And he'll drop back here on third down. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
All right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? Looking at throwing here to start the drive. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. A solid return to set up his offense.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Suddenly off the interception, it's 1st and goal for this offense. And they're trying to punch it in here. They can't punch it in on the ground. The defense holding firm there on 1st down.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second and goal for the offense. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Return it brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Brought down to the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. We kept referring to his route with him. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice line to throw football.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, and a quick throw falls incomplete. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Pass not complete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the ball is picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
First play of the drive, to come out throwing. He's moving out of the pocket now. In the clear at the 25. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
So that huge gain quickly sets up a 1st and goal just inside the 10. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. so predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's past the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. The 10.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. And the quarterback dropping back. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
We got some ground to make up. 2nd and long from the 15. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And wow, listen to this crowd place. The stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains and you really allow this defense to dictate things, it allows them to put pressure on the quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner is brought down. Offense ready to start this drive. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Pressure is coming. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB.
Not much on return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Getting close to midfield now. They'll bring it down to the 47.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back in motion now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and get some positive yards.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big game and a big-time score.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Caught quickly. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
That's a big first down for this offense. It's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense. So they need points right here.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense.
325.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking to chuck it again. He'll take a deep shot. It's incomplete. He was lucky to avoid a fourth interception in this game. Second down now.
And this quarterback is a stud. I looked at him all week and thought he had a chance to light up the scoreboard. But if the defense can put that kind of pressure on him, that's how you slow him down today.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Lets it go as he's being hit. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Ball lands right at the 1 yard line and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. He flips it to the back across the middle. And a timeout is called, important stage late here in the second quarter.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's a quick grab. Tackle made after a big gain. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The offense really clicking against this battle defense. And looking to throw now on first down. Snags the quick throw. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Here's that defense shifting again. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. That's The wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He went for it, and he gets it on the scramble. That is deflating for this defense. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
On the set.
First and goal now, a chance to claim even more momentum before the halftime break.
Cricket.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Incomplete, and that shot to the end zone.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Trying to throw for it on third and goal. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Boy, this defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their third interception now in the game.
One more play before they head to the locker room. Has the first down, still on the move. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get this second half underway. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. Quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Breaking free at the 35.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Handing off on a draw play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Important second down play coming up. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. Offense moving closer to the line of game after that catch. Back, he's going to throw for the first down. He bought some time, now lets it go. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. I'd be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So on 4th down, the decision is to try out the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And Turner looking to make a play here. And the coverage team able to bring him down. First play of the drive now. They're backed up at the 12-yard line. They're going to run it. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. He'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
First down, we're going to throw the ball. Pass caught. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator, quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice game.
They look to throw it here on second down. Makes a quick grab.
He stopped him out at the 42. That's a solid gain getting close to the midfield.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down in the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Back to throw again. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Can he take it all the way?
Chris, that second-tier defender or linebacker sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
So they'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. They'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there.
Got it.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play.
3:25.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He finds the running back in the flat. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Ready, set.
Second down after that short completion.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Short pass finds the tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Off the play fake on first down. The pocket breaking down. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes the catch downfield. Tackled there by the defense. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Caught, completion. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Got him, he's sacked.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Okay, ready?
After the sack on first down, it's second down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out.
Ready?
How aggressive will they be on this first down play?
Tuna! Lasso!
Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter.
On the
Back
set.
at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play.
Easy.
They'll hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. They'll set up now for the extra point try. Extra point is good, but they still trail 31-13. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner trying to create good field position. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? They're going to run it here. Breaks off a defender. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Well, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the return will be brought down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick catch. He'll go down right there. Worked his way for a short gain, but not enough for the first down.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
On the ready.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Bringing pressure. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Heading left after the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Here we go.
Run back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you've got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
Here we go.
Here comes a handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
One team ready to move it away. And they'll just down it right here. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Looking to throw it on first down. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And they'll fling this one deep down the middle. There's another interception. We're losing track. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over.